Hey, what's going on, guys? Appreciate you stopping by, as always. It's a beautiful day here in Maine. It's probably in the low 60s. Yesterday it was in the 70s. It's in the low 60s. We're supposed to get rain, but the sun is actually out right now. It's really nice outside. And but we need the rain, and I think it's coming. We've cleared a bunch of brush and we're going to be doing some burning, but we're going to wait until it starts raining just to cut down on the risk of fire. So let me get to the point of the video that I want to talk about today. One of the things that I've done for a long time, and comment below if you've done something similar, is things that you use, whether it's every day or maybe every week. I try to stock up on it. Used to be I would, shop sales and, if they had a buy one, get one free or buy one, get one 50% off, something like that, I'd stock up. Living here in Maine, don't see a whole lot of that anymore. There's just not a lot of competition between different stores. So I look for the best prices, whether online or in person. And I stock up to make sure that I don't run out, and I try to buy at the lowest possible price that I can to stretch my dollars. There's a kind of a system that's been talked about. I've mentioned it before, and I'm working on now, and that is to build a year's worth of those items that you use all the time. Whether it's every day or every week. And a couple of quick examples would be Dawn dish detergent. If you use Dawn and you hand wash your dishes, then if you use one bottle for 2 weeks, for example, you put back 26 bottles, you got a year's worth. And that might be the goal. That way, no matter what happens, whether it's a supply chain interruption or price increases, you've got stuff put back and you're good. So another example would be trash bags. If you're using a trash bag a day, every couple of days or whatever, you could put back a few boxes of trash bags and you're probably good for a year. So again, same thing, try to buy them at the lowest possible price, put them back, and as you use them, just resupply. So I made some notes to give some examples of the different items that you might consider to try to put back. And if you have a large pantry, a storage area or closet or something like that, you could actually create like a little mini grocery store that you could go in and have your toothpaste. And you've got, 12 tubes of toothpaste in there. And when you need one, you just go get it. You're not running to the store. You just walk into your storage area. So the first list I have is related to hygiene and personal care. So I'll just go through this list real quick. Toilet paper, paper towels, tissues, toothpaste, I already mentioned, toothbrushes, bar soap and body wash, shampoo and conditioner, deodorant, razors and shaving cream, and feminine hygiene products. Now, again, we're not talking about stocking up for a survival situation. It's a grid down, collapse, cats and dogs are getting along, the zombies are out, chasing and trying to eat brains. This is anti-inflation because you're buying now, and we know things are going to go up in price later. And if something were to happen and interrupt the supply chain, yes, maybe conditioner is not a survival necessity, but it'd be nice to have. So next up is cleaning supplies. So with that, you have things like dish soap, dishwasher soap, laundry detergent, bleach, disinfectant spray and wipes, glass cleaner, all-purpose cleaner, sponges and scrub brushes. use that a lot. We hand wash our dishes here, so we go through a lot of that. And trash bags that I mentioned earlier. Another category is kitchen and food basics. So aluminum foil, very, very handy. So much you could do with aluminum foil. I stock up on a lot. I do buy some of the thin aluminum foil for situations that I can use that. It's cheaper. You get more footage or yards for the dollar. But it doesn't work for every application. So I also get some heavy duty stuff and some extra wide rolls for when you need something like that. Plastic wrap, Ziploc bags are incredibly useful. And I've actually started washing out or rinse out my Ziploc bags if, they weren't real filthy. If there was something that I can just rinse it out real quick, fill it with some water, shake it around, empty it out, turn it inside out, dry it out, I'll save it. Parchment paper is another one. Cooking oil, salt, sugar, spices, seasonings, coffee and tea if you're a coffee drinker. I don't drink coffee. I drink hot chocolate. But if you're a coffee drinker, very, very valuable, good to put back. And again, comes that inflation situation because prices are not going to be going down. And shelf-stable milk, powdered and boxed. Health and medical supplies, some things that you could put back and have a goal for a year's worth, would be over-the-counter meds such as pain relievers, maybe flu and cold medicine, vitamins, first aid supplies. You can pick up a year's worth of Band-Aids very easily. Triple antibiotic ointment, which could come in handy if you get some kind of cut. You're trying to avoid going to the doctors, you're avoiding infection. And a thermometer, just putting back a couple of those would be good things to have. And the batteries for anything that's electronic. That's coming up next on my list are household essentials such as batteries. AA, AAA, 9-volt for a fire alarm, light bulbs, matches, and lighters. You can go to some stores and buy lighters super cheap. There's one place I go, and I think it's like $2. I get 5 lighters. And they work. They work very good. I'm not saying they're big, but they're good. Candles. I prefer jar candles. I think they're much safer. And they can provide light and surprisingly some warmth if they're in a small area, like a small bathroom, and you have a 3-wick candle going. You can actually feel the difference when you walk in there in the winter. Extension cords and duct tape are examples of things that you might use on a regular basis. Some miscellaneous items are pet food and supplies. You can't forget Fido or Morris the cat. So pet food and supplies. And that could be kitty litter. It would be an example, and kitty litter can be used for a lot of different things, but, putting back some kitty litter would be a good thing to have, again, especially fighting inflation. Baby supplies, if they're needed. Stationery, pens and paper. If you have a need to write down, draw something, sketch something, brainstorm, and you don't have anything, it's difficult to just replace. And fuel. And when you hear fuel, it's not just what's going in your gas tank for your car. Definitely you want to put back some of that. But it's also propane. It's propane for grills, propane for heaters. If you heat your house with, let's say, oil or propane and the winter's over, you may say, I don't need to get that filled up and incur that expense until the fall. Don't wait. Just go ahead and do it now. You might, especially for heating oil, you might get it cheaper because the demand is going to be down right now. Firewood, that's something that we're doing here on the homestead. We went through all our firewood this past winter. It was exceptionally cold. We used the wood stove a lot. We have propane as a backup, but we used it was very, very cold, and that wood stove heats the cabin exceptionally well. So we went through all of our wood, and besides doing a lot of cutting of trees down on the property, that we're going to save some of that for this coming winter. I'm going to, over the summer, I'm going to be buying cords of wood and putting them back and getting ready, and I'm going to put back at least 50% more wood for this coming next winter than I had going in this last one. So firewood is definitely charcoal. You know, if you like using a charcoal grill, put back some extra bags of charcoal with the goal of having a year's worth. So that's my list. What did I not mention? I can't think of anything right now. Again, these are just everyday household items, things that you use on a regular basis. So if you think of something, put it in the comments. And, are you doing something similar to this? Maybe 12 months is a bit too much. You don't have the space for it. Maybe 6 months. Whatever it is, putting some back and having the security that you have it in case you need it. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. And again, there's a very good chance if you buy it now, it's going to be cheaper than 6 months from now, because as we know, everything keeps going up in price. So, all right, I appreciate you guys stopping by. I'm trying to come out with these truck talks where I talk about some news events. You may have noticed that. If you haven't, go check them out. Just give my opinion on a few news events of each day, and then I throw in a preparedness tip at the end of each video. So, anyways, hope everybody has a good rest of their day. You guys stay safe. Take care. We'll see you next time.
So I ran from the cities and the noise and lies, found a piece of ground under open skies, hands in the dirt, sweat on my shirt, learning what living's really worth. While crooked men shake hands in rooms, selling souls to corporate suits. Society's sick, but I found the cure. A back road life, honest and pure. They can keep their throne and their golden news. This life out here's my modern exodus. I traded screens for a sunrise, callous palms, blisters, pride, planted seeds where hope was.